Hello, viewers, and welcome to Radio Dwarka MSME Stars. MSME Stars is a new program that we're just starting. As we all know, entrepreneurs and startups have made a major change in the business environment. And these startups definitely come up with great ideas and innovations. Today, we have with us one such entrepreneur or a startup or a co founder, as we can say, who has actually brought help to all of us as a solution to the bigger problem that we face, air pollution. We're all tired with air pollution and we look at various ways. So today we have Sanjay Maurya, who is the co founder of Urban Air Labs. They've tried to simplify the problem for all of us in a very natural way. We'll try and understand from Sanjay how and what happened in this journey. We also have Sanjay sharing some lovely tips on how to manage air pollution without air purifiers also. So keep watching and join us in this journey. Hi Sanjay, welcome to Radio Dwarka.
Hi Ruchi, thank you so much.
So Sanjay, I'm really going to jump into the first question to understand how are you helping us solve the problem of air pollution? And what is this venture about, the Urban Air Labs?
Absolutely. So Ruchi, air pollution is a global phenomenon. It is actually one of the greatest threats we are facing as a society. And it is one of those challenges, our generation is going to have a massive impact because of this problem. And for India, this becomes even a more dangerous problem because India is home to 15 of the most polluted cities globally. So that way, the whole entire issue of air pollution is not a problem which can be ignored. This has been ignored for a very long time, and that is where we felt as a group, as a startup, that our energy and focus should be. So we started our venture. We call it Urban Air Labs back in 2018. So the idea was to help the community, help everyone, while we introduce such products and solutions for people to safeguard themselves against this massive threat. As we can imagine, the whole issue is a very big problem, and this will require a lot of interventions from government, a lot of policy level changes to actually eliminate the entire issue. But that would take a very long time, and that would mean during this time there would be 3 4 even more generations who would have to suffer through all these problems and challenges, and we don't have that much time. So we felt that with our work, we would rather build products, build technologies which people can adopt as individual to safeguard themselves and their families against the air pollution problem. So that was the broad idea. We also got into the space. We understood what are the kind of products and solutions we have currently in the market. There have been a lot of technologies coming up recently, but they are more to do with the mechanical filtration system. So what they do is they try to offer you a very quick but rather a very unsustainable way of solving the problems. So generally the mechanical filters, they capture the dust particles, which are also sometimes referred to as PM2.5, PM10. So they capture these kind of pollutants, but then after a while you'll have to throw these filters away, and that creates another challenge. So that is definitely not a sustainable way to approach the problem. So we went back to nature. We wanted to take a very fresh approach to the problem. We already knew that there are answers lying in the nature for us. We already knew that there are certain plants that offer the air purification capabilities. It's just that people never have spent a lot of time on in sort of innovating upon these particular technologies and methodologies to actually build a product which could be used in urban situations, catering to our urban lifestyle. So that was the intention, and with our work we've been introducing plant-based technologies to curb the air pollution problem, uh, considering the urban lifestyle in mind, considering the urban air pollution issue. So that is the broad theme and the focus area for us.
Okay, so that's nice. So when did you really, you said that you started this in 2018, right? So when you conceptualized it, were you totally into like your entrepreneurial space? You wanted to come into an entrepreneurial thing, or were you actually in between your studies? Because I think you mentioned something like this to me somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So, in fact, I graduated, from IIT Kanpur back in 2013, and that was the point in time that I decided that probably some point in time in future I would want to start up something of my own. So that was the intention from the very beginning. But I did not have those kind of skills to actually start up at that point in time. So I was working with couple of startups for a few years, and around 2018, so that is couple of years back, I also went for my MBA. So while I was doing my MBA, while I was completing my MBA, I had enough time to explore all the possibilities of all the different things that I would want to do in my life. Uh, as a philosophy, I wanted to solve real issues, real problems, and not focus on probably pseudo issues of how to help. How to get more likes on your Instagram. So that was not my intention. So I identified what are the fundamental problems that we are facing in current times. So I found that water, food, and air, these are the three fundamental elements in our life. And because we have been rapidly growing, the urbanization has happening at a very rapid pace, and because of this pace, this sort of unsustainable model of uh, growth, all these three elements have been compromised. The access to good and quality food, air, and water, all of these three elements have been compromised. While we have seen a lot of innovation and work happening in water and food sector, we see organic farming being coming up, vertical farming, aquaponics, hydroponics, all these kind of new technologies are coming up. But the air pollution problem and this whole segment has been ignored for a very long time. So that is how I felt. Probably someone like us should focus on this particular aspect. The space is very new, people are only just understanding the menace of this problem. So as a space, as a problem area, so this was the thought process. And we felt that we've been living in urban cities for a very long time, so we understand what are the kind of problems we face, how our lifestyle have changed over the last few years. So we identified this space. It offers a lot of scope of innovation. So that is why we jumped into this space. And during my second year at MBA, I started working on this project. Initially, we were just working as a focus group, and for us, fortunately, it has matured into a company, into a startup, wherein we are actually working with a lot of customers, adding a lot of values to these customers. So yeah, it's been a fantastic journey.
Sanjay, as you said, you're an engineer, and you said that your product or maybe the solutions that you're providing to people is plant-based, right? So, if you could just explain for our viewers that how do plants really help purifying the air? Maybe something, because normally when we talk of air purifiers, सबसे पहले we think about the mechanical ones, right? That just you just put them on and then they kind of purify the air in your room and stuff. So, what do plants do?
Hanji. So I'll explain the whole thought process, how we actually ended up working with plants. So when we started, the little understanding we had about air pollution was that because of the construction, because of the vehicles, all these different sort of contaminants, these are generated. And then because urban cities, what happens is that you have these confined homes. Earlier we used to have all these ventilated space. बचपन में हम लोग सुनते थे कि हवादार होना चाहिए घर.
हाँ.
But then in
पर खिड़कियां कोई
Delhi
खोलता नहीं है
and
आज के
Bangalore,
टाइम
we
में.
have all these, most of them don't even have khidkis. So we have these energy efficient buildings so that you conserve energy. So what happens with those is whatever the kind of contaminants, whatever the kind of pollutants that you have in your house, in your office, they tend to remain inside your house for a very long time. So how do you tackle that problem? So that was the first thing we tried to identify. There are a lot of solutions, mechanical ones, the HEPA filters and those kind of technologies. What generally they do is it basically works like a chai ki chalni. So these contaminants are actually smaller particles. So if you have a filter and you pass these particles through that filter, these filters would just capture the particles, just like you आप जैसे चाय की छलनी में चाय छानते हो तो these particles are trapped into those filters, but then these filters would have a life. It would degrade over a period of time, so then you throw these filters away. So what we found was very shocking to us, that these filters are actually very difficult to degrade. It takes almost 25-30 years for them to actually degrade. So what happens is that while you're trying to solve a problem, you're creating another problem, and that is just uh, doing what we have been doing wrong since a very long time. So इसके लिए we wanted to work on a very alternate technology which can offer a sustainable model of solving things. Uh, the core issue we realized was कि urban cities में we have started to live apart from nature. मेरे को याद है कि बचपन में हमारे घरों में खूब सारे पेड़ पौधे होते थे, चारों तरफ आंगन होते थे, एंड दैट वाज काइंड ऑफ अ नेसेसिटी फॉर एवरी होम. बट अभी शहरों में we don't even see a single plant in your house. So that is the kind of transformation we have seen over the last few years, and that actually becomes the core problem of the whole issue. So हमने नेचर को हटा के खुद का स्पेस बनाना क्रिएट कर दिया है. So that, because we felt that is the core issue, why not bring nature back to our life and see if that can make a change in our life. And fortunately for us, there are more than enough researches and studies which tells you that there are certain plants which offers air purification capability as well. स्पेशली अगर हम लोग दिल्ली में, आप दिल्ली की बात करें तो पिछले 5-10 सालों से तो वी हैव सीन अ वेरी ह्यूज सर्ज कि आप पौधे लगा लीजिए, आपकी एयर क्वालिटी सही हो जाएगी. सो वी वांटेड टू टेस्ट दैट. वी वांटेड टू एक्चुअली टेस्ट इट आउट if that thing makes any sense or not. So what we found was, definitely there is an improvement by these plants, but then there is a very high limitation on how much these plants can actually clean on their own. इसके लिए साइंटिस्ट जनरली डिफर करते हैं इस फैक्ट से कि आप पौधे लगा के अपने घर की एयर क्वालिटी सही नहीं कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज टू गिव यू एन एग्जांपल, फॉर अ वेरी स्मॉल रूम, जनरली आपके स्टडी रूम के बराबर जो रूम होंगे, उनके लिए इफ यू वांट टू हैव दीज प्लांट्स, यू वुड हैव टू हैव ऑलमोस्ट 100 ऑफ दीज प्लांट्स इन अ वेरी स्मॉल एरिया टू हैव एनी सिग्निफिकेंट इम्प्रूवमेंट. And that is just not possible. No one can manage such huge number of plants in their house. So this became the genesis of our work. We understood that if we want to create a solution using plants, then we would have to uh, you know gain a capacity of 100 odd plants and put it in a manner so that it becomes a usable and functional solution for everyone. So ubreathe ke sath, that is exactly what we did. ubreathe is a smart pot which magnifies the air purification capabilities of these plants. So what happens, जब आप एक पौधा यूब्रीथ के स्मार्ट पॉट में लगाते हैं, and when you connect it to power, so the whole purification that happens through the plant, it happens in a more active manner. And with ubreathe you get almost 50 times more efficacy with this same plant. So it means कि ubreathe के साथ एक पौधे की जो air purification capability होगी, that would be the same when you put 50 of such odd plants put together. So that was a big achievement for us, and we were very excited कि ये तो काफी अच्छी चीज निकली. Let's why not build a product around it and offer these kind of products to people especially living in these urban cities, so that they can also bring nature back to their life. They can also adopt these plants and also uh, you know uh, eliminate these kind of pollutants from their house, from their offices, while maintaining a very sustainable kind of approach to solving the problem. It does not, our products do not have any external mechanical filter, so there is no need to sort of change these filters, throwing away of these filters. So there is no such thing happening with UV. So that ways the technology is something which we're very proud of. It's a very sustainable technologies. It offers a lot of benefits, not just the air purification capability, but because we are working with plants, so plant के अपने भी बहुत फायदे होते हैं. So all of these things combined, we feel that it's a beautiful product, it's a beautiful innovation that we have come up with, and we are very excited with this. So yeah, so that's the gist of the whole thing.
That's nice. So UBreathe is actually the product that Urban Air Labs has, which actually helps purify the air quality around that home. Okay. So Sanjay, I know that you've been you are the winner at the Maharashtra Startup Week that was organized by the Maharashtra government. You're also part of the innovation program run by the US Embassy in India. So which are some of the other such recognitions that you're really proud of and happy to be part of in your this journey of the last 2.5 years, if I can say?
Yeah. So, Ruchi, we have been very fortunate to actually receive these kind of recognitions from both national and international agencies. We are part of UNDP's Accelerator Labs in India. So, UNDP Accelerator Labs, they help with the air pollution problem. They bring out these kind of innovations, with a very core and central focus on the sustainability. So that is also something we are very proud of. We are working with UNDP team in India to sort of curb the air pollution problem. Apart from that, we recently have also won the Global Innovation Challenge run by UNOPS. That is going to happen somewhere in November, and it is going to happen in Japan as well. So yeah, so generally agencies, programs which are focusing on the sustainability, working around a model which offers a very holistic approach, not just a quick fix kind of a solution. So those are the kind of associations we are very proud of. So generally that's something we've been
And
up to.
as I hear from you, Sanjay, I'm sure there will be a lot of challenges that you would have gone through in terms of identifying, क्योंकि हर काम में चैलेंज तो जरूर होता ही है, मतलब सक्सेस तो आती है बट आई एम श्योर चैलेंज भी होता है. तो कौन सी ऐसी एक या दो चैलेंज होंगी जो आपको आपके दिमाग में हमेशा रहती हैं कि यार आई एम रियली हैप्पी कि मैंने वो ओवरकम करी या हमारे टीम ने वो ओवरकम करी, मतलब एनीथिंग दैट यू वुड क्विकली लाइक टू टेल आवर व्यूअर्स अबाउट योर चैलेंजेस?
हाँ जी. तो दो सबसे बड़े चैलेंज जिसमें हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम जाता है, जिसमें से एक चैलेंज को हम लोग अभी तक ओवरकम कर नहीं पाए हैं एक्चुअली. सो दैट इज द चैलेंज wherein we feel there is a very high gap in terms of the awareness about the whole issue. There is a lot of misconception around the air pollution problem. Even to the extent I've heard people saying कि air purifier नहीं लेना because उससे मेरी immunity कम हो जाएगी.
अच्छा.
तो बाद में कैसे मैनेज करेंगे? So these are the things that I generally hear, and this is the exact kind of time for us which we had in 90s when we were facing water quality problems. तो जब 90s में water purifiers और different technologies आ रही थी, उस टाइम पे लोगों के सेम सवाल थे, पानी तो साफ है, मेरे को तो कुछ नहीं हुआ, और अगर मैंने साफ पानी पीना शुरू कर दिया तो फिर तो मतलब मेरे को हमेशा ही साफ पानी पीना पड़ेगा. सो इस तरह के चैलेंजेस आते हैं. सो इट took us almost 20 years to actually come to this stage wherein we understand how much good water quality has to offer to us. So similar kind of space, similar kind of time frame we are looking at in air pollution problem. Things are improving, people are now just understanding कि यार ये सारी चीजें हो सकती हैं, and they're also demanding it from their government authorities. So all these stakeholders are coming together. So those things are happening. We are also contributing our bit to whole awareness sort of program, and I feel that in next few years we would have certain results in terms of a greater awareness, at least in the metro cities, so that we have certain programs and initiatives being run by the government. So that is one thing. Apart from that, as a startup, I feel जनरली स्टार्टअप के साथ काफी सारे challenges तो रहते ही हैं, but for us especially since we are a hardware innovation firm, so it becomes even more challenging for us that we don't have the luxury of quickly changing our product or offerings. The hardware, the product has to be built in a way that it offers certain benefits. You can't just debug something and have an upgraded version the next day. And in India, the hardware ecosystem is still improving. सॉफ्टवेयर स्पेस पे आपने देखा होगा कि पिछले कई सालों से काफी कुछ काम हो चुका है. We have sort of evolved to a stage जब आप देखते हो कि हर दिन एक नया सॉफ्टवेयर बेस्ड स्टार्टअप आ सकता है. तो similar kind of progress we are also hoping for the hardware ecosystem, and so that is something that still a challenge for us. The whole prototyping, the designing, all these kind of things generally take time for us. So
थैंक्स संजय. संजय आप आई थिंक मैं एक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन पे आऊंगी जो हमने शायद अपने व्यूअर्स को पहले भी बोला कि एज वी आर अप्रोचिंग टू विंटर्स आपके कौन से ऐसे टिप्स होंगे जो हमारे व्यूअर्स को इवन अगर वो एयर प्यूरिफायर नहीं रखते हैं या नहीं सोचते हैं तो क्या उनको ध्यान रखना चाहिए? व्हाट आर सम ऑफ दोस टिप्स टू मैनेज एयर
पोल्यूशन? So Ruchi, frankly speaking, air pollution has become such a massive threat to our health that we don't have any other option to just ignore it. We have to take actions now. But I understand that not everyone would be able to sort of get all these different air purifiers and things like that. So generally, what my suggestions for all these people would be that firstly, be very vigilant. So if you have kids, if you have elderly people, or probably someone in your family who generally have existing respiratory issues, then you consider yourself at a higher risk of getting affected by the air pollution. So if that is the case, do whatever you have to do, but invest in high grade filters. At least safeguard your personal spaces. So आपके जो घर हैं, offices हैं, cars हैं, so get different sort of filters and purifiers for all these spaces. If you have to go outside, COVID के कारण तो anyway कम हो गया, but anyway if you have to go outside, always wear a good high grade PM 2.5 mask. So those are the things that you should take care. And let's say if you don't have kids at your home, or probably someone who might be at a higher risk, then generally taking a first step would be a good point to start. So probably just checking the air quality index in your locality. Air quality is a very hyper local phenomenon. So Dwarka mein aapki jo air quality hogi, that would be very different from the air quality you would find at probably ISBT. So it's a very hyper local kind of phenomena. So always look out, regularly check कि आपके locality में क्या air quality index है. To the extent I've seen people taking different route to their office just to avoid कि उस particular street में बड़ा congestion होता है, वहाँ पर air quality बहुत खराब होती है. So those are the advanced things that you can do, but at least as a starting point, start looking out for air quality index. आज क्या issue है, कल का क्या prediction है. So these would be the smaller things that we can immediately adopt in our life.
Okay, so thanks Sanjay. It was really nice to have you, and I'm sure or a lot of youngsters are looking at this problem, and it really feels good when young people actually think about the environment and think about how they can solve problems for the for the larger population as such. So wish you best of luck, and definitely a great success in your own venture, and we'll have such more stories, viewers, for you from the other innovators and entrepreneurs. So keep watching Radio Dwarka. Thank you.